Good afternoon. This is International English Language Testing System powered by IDP. This is the examiner Kamal and I am here to conduct the speaking of candidate number 111292. This is examiner Kamal and what is your full name?
My full name is Komal Singh.
Komal.
Yes.
How may I address you?
You can call me Komal.
Does your name have any special or specific meaning?
Yes, it is. It is taken from a Hindi language that means soft. So,
Do you like your name?
for my childhood, I didn't like my name because at that time most of the people around me they tease me because my name is of the name of a girl, because usually this kind of name is of girls.
Okay. Let's talk about your profession. What do you do for a living?
Currently, I am a student and I have recently completed my senior secondary education in science stream.
Okay. Do you live in the city or village?
I am from a countryside area and
In which part of your country live? Tell me something more about your hometown.
so it is in the northern part of India and from the Punjab region. So I am from the district Nawashehar, a small village near in Nawashehar, that is Dudala. So it has all the basic facilities like health and education.
What do you like about your hometown?
Actually, there is nothing special about my hometown, but there is a park recently been opened where there is a statue of Sardar Bhagat Singh has been placed in the building in the park. So I like that place because it represents our history and our.
What is the one thing you don't like about your hometown and why?
The thing that I don't like about my hometown is that the bus service is not proper, because there is a very few buses that arrive to my village in a day. There are very shortage of transportation.
Okay. Now I'd like to ask some question about cooking. What comes to your mind when you think about the word cooking?
So the first word that comes to mind is my mom. I recall my mother because in my house the cooking responsibility is of my mother, and all the time she cooks for me and for my family, and I'm completely dependent upon her.
Okay, would you say cooking is solely a profession for women only?
Definitely not, because it is a shared profession that could be a part of a men or a women also. And most of in my country, you can see that the chefs are mainly males in the rural area and as well as in the urban area. So it can be said that it is a shared profession.
Okay. Do you like cooking personally?
I have tried it out for a very short period of time, because whenever my mom is not at home, I used to make some small dishes like noodles or pasta. So, but whenever I do that, I enjoy the process and enjoying the elements and adding into the recipes.
Okay. Is it easy for individual to learn about cooking skill these days than past?
Actually, I'm not sure about this because I have never tried this skill. But I think that it is pretty much difficult if you are cooking for a huge group, and if you are cooking for a single person, then it would be easier for you because the things that you need to add, like the salt and spices, would be according to you. But if you are preparing for a number of people, then it would be a little bit difficult to prepare according to the taste.
Would you like to learn about cooking skill in the future as well?
Definitely, I would like to learn because it will help me a lot to make delicious dishes and make myself pleasing.
What would you like to learn about cooking in the future? Which part you would like to learn and why?
I would like to learn about the things that we add, how much quantity we need to add to those dishes, because it is the most crucial part that makes your dish tasty, and the other things are the cooking process, that how long it need to be cooked.
Okay. Why do you think majority of men are working in hospitality industry rather than women?
I have seen in my region, on the contrary, that women are more indulged in the hospitality region, because most of the women are nurses and they are working to provide the healthcare department.
So then what are the reasons why men are working in hotels or hospitality industry? This is the question.
So it would be maybe because there is not much exposure provided to the women because of their family, or maybe there would be a choice of their to choose those professions, but there would be a hindrance because of their family that they were not able to choose. This might be the reason.
That's all for the first part. Now it's time to discuss second part of the IELTS speaking test. This is cue card topic discussion. In this section, you will be given one printed cue card topic and you will have on 1 minute for notes and preparation. If you want to make some notes, we have placed paper and pencil on the table, and today your cue card is describe a time you shared with something with someone. And here your cue card and your time start now. Okay, could you please start now?
So sharing is a very important element that one should have in his personality, because sometimes we need to share something with someone. I would like to talk about a time when I was at my maternal house with my family. So at that time I had with my PSP PSP device that I used to play on some games on it, and at the time my cousin was also there. Like at the time I was around 7 to 9 years old, maybe. Like, I was not able to remember what exactly age was that. And we shared that PSP, and he was interested in that, and we were playing together. But eventually, like, we were enjoying the whole, like, sharing and playing together the whole time. But eventually it got broke. It was placed on the shelf. My cousin like touched it, just misplaced it, and it got fell down from the shelf, and it got broke, and it never it was not able to repair, and it was not in a condition of such. So all in all, it was not a pleasant experience for me, because the thing was very close to my heart, and I used to spend my whole time with that PSP, and eventually that got separated from me, and there was a misfortune that happened to me, and overall it is not a pleasant moment for me.
Okay, let's talk about next part. That's all for the second part of the IELTS test. Now I'm going to ask you a question about sharing. Do you think people who share something with others are generally good people?
So it could depend upon the notions of the people, that why they are sharing something. Sometimes they are pretending to have a good impression on someone in sake of sharing. For example, someone asks you for a ride, that I will share my bike, or I will provide you the lift or something, but their actual intentions are something else. They want to make a good impression. Sometimes people have such a behavior of sharing. They always have a caring nature towards others. So
is it easy to find that person is not good who is sharing something with you nowadays?
Actually, it is not. It is an easy thing that you can judge a person on this particular ability, and because it is wholly a makeup that a person appears in front of other. It could be only judged if you are if a person is closely attached to him, and you are spending a lot of time.
Okay, how do you explain sharing and caring to a child?
So explaining something to a child, it is a little bit difficult because of their nature. So teaching something to a child is pretty much difficult because they are not interested. They have a very short span of attention. So sharing something could be explained by teaching them that how they can share, and they share the toys specifically with their cousins. Most of the time children do not they hesitate of sharing their toys with their cousins. Specifically, I would say.
Okay, is technology a hindrance to this virtue of sharing, according to you?
So Honestly, I will say technology is actually providing the facility of sharing, because you can call someone and directly ask for something. But there is another aspect as well, that other person can refuse you because he would lie to you that he is not in your town, like something. Any excuse can be made.
Okay, what kind of things are not suitable for sharing according to you?
So personally, I would say sharing your personal things. There are a lot of things that person would like your mobile phone. If you are sharing your mobile phone to someone, there are greater chances that the person will misuse your mobile phone and could extract some data, or there are some bugs could be that would get into your mobile phone, and their personal data could be stolen.
Okay, would you say children should be taught by parents about sharing and caring from their early age?
Would you like to repeat the question?
Would you say children should be taught by parents about sharing and caring from their early age?
Definitely, children should be taught this virtue, because there is a very basic virtue that person should have, because it overall develops a good personality, and it have good qualities
Okay,
as well.
what was the last thing you remember you shared with someone?
Uh, I remember that last thing that I shared was my mathematics notebook with my friend. It was the time of the board examinations, and I don't know how my friend lost his mathematics notebook, and he was just in tension and was depressed that how would he prepare for it. And then I had an extra book that I would that was an advantage for me. Then I was able to share my notebook to him.
Okay, that's all for the third part and IELTS speaking test. You can leave now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.